starting on Sunday?
I have not. We're moving forward. Just as who's ever getting the reps is going to go and move forward that way. So it's kind of a tricky deal right now.
So if you're both going out there, you and Patrick, what does your mentality have to be as you prepare?
Yeah, same as always. I mean, I've been in situations where you don't get many reps in practice. I've been in situations where you do. So I think you're just preparing to play the game, and however the practice week shakes out, it shakes out, and that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Did you feel like the touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill kind of got you the cobwebs off a little bit?
Yeah.
Confidence to.
Yeah, there was a couple nice rhythm throws I think before that kind of got it going a little bit. I've said it a bunch. I started a little slower than I wanted to. That was pretty evident. But obviously, you hit the big one, and yeah, it kind of gets things going. It was good.
Matt, you were there on Thursday night. Are you surprised that Patrick is in the mix this week, knowing being there?
No, he's a stud. He's a tough kid. I'm not surprised at all, to be honest.
And then for you personally, I mean, I know you've discussed this a little bit, but when you're back in California, do you kind of figure that that's it, that another call's not coming?
You're talking initially to sign here?
Right, before you got the call.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen. So, I mean, it's a pretty simple answer, but yeah, I thought that was over.
So you still feel like coaching's in your future after this?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. I don't know what level, but I was having a good time doing what I was doing. But obviously, I felt pretty. I just felt like I had to come here.
What brought you back? Was it the chance to get back into it? The chance to maybe play for what looked like a pretty good team?
Obviously.
The chance to work with a coaching staff?
All of that. The chance to get back in a locker room with the guys, be around. Back in the league, obviously Coach Reed, Patrick. You can name a bunch of guys. Those are all those guys are reasons. And like I said, I was out for a year. Was happy, but then there's some things you miss, and as time goes on, and so when this opportunity came, it was just something I couldn't say no to.
Would you come back if it seems to look like maybe a 4-win team or something like that?
We'll never know.
Do you feel like this?
I'll take that as a yes.
Take it how you want it.
Do you feel like this is an opportunity that could propel you to maybe getting another backup role, or even more than that?
I think any day in this league it's an opportunity. You earn everything you get in this league, good or bad. So you're playing for something. You're playing. So yes, to answer your question, that could definitely happen. So
Matt, in that moment when you're going in the game, I mean, you're preparing, but then all of a sudden it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just take us through a little bit the emotions and sense of responsibility?
Sure, yeah. I mean, initially, my thoughts were with Pat, didn't really know what was going on, so you just hope he's okay. And you realize quickly, it's time to go, and there's people relying on you, and you have a job to do. So I think that all kind of hit me pretty quick, and went in the huddle and got some inspiration from the guys in the huddle, which was good stuff. It's a great part of the game. And we just went, and I told him, let's work together, help me out, kind of like I said Thursday night, bail me out, and let's roll. And that's kind of what we did.
What was the most inspiring thing from one of your teammates?
I mean, I say inspiring. It was just a lot, it's just getting in the huddle, and I went in there and said, hey, we're going to be fine, and kind of let them know we're going to be all right. Showed confidence, which I was confident, but I think you got to show it at a moment like that. And then they all fired back at me, and hey, yeah, we're good. Just a lot of stuff like that. I don't know if I can name anything in specific. Obviously, on the sideline, you get a lot of encouragement from guys and a lot of praise in some situations. They're trying to make me feel good. I think which is natural on any team, and so it worked out good.
You have to introduce yourself to anybody?
No.
Now, can you explain the difficulty of not having a training camp or not having a preseason game?
Yeah.
No, not going through any sort of real significant reps.
Yeah.
And have you ever experienced that before in your career, college, or in the NFL? To
No.
drop into a situation quite like this?
No. So it was kind of funny because I was super excited to sign here. And then, like, once I got here, I was like, holy smokes. Like, I have, like you said, no camp, no OTAs, no nothing, you know, and there's always that, you know, potential case where you got to play soon. And that was always in my mind the first couple weeks. I don't know. I think I just rely on the history and the experience that I've had in this league. I've always been a guy typically most of my career who, yeah, I've gotten training camp and all that stuff, but the reps haven't been there. Practice hasn't been there. You know, as a backup, that just doesn't happen. That's everywhere. And so I think I just kind of relied on that. And hey, this is football. It's concepts. You know what you're doing, and go play.
Matt, I asked you a minute ago what brought you back. How much of a factor was getting to play with Andy, who's kind of been noted to develop quarterbacks?
Yeah, huge, obviously, huge factor. You look at his history with quarterbacks, with offenses, just his personality. I mean, it's a huge opportunity. It's a rare opportunity. I think most guys that have played for him would tell you the same thing. I appreciate him a ton. I appreciated him a ton from afar, and now that I've been with him for 8 weeks, it's even more so. And so, what I thought about him is true, which is obviously why I signed here.
You say you appreciate him even more. Why?
Oh, just the relationships he has with the guys, how he handles the team, how he talks to guys, the way he gets his message across. He just does it in a way that resonates with guys, and never gets too high, never gets too low, which I love. And he's always thinking and moving, and he just has a way about him. It's really cool.
Matt, you're a seasoned veteran, but in the 8 weeks you've been here with Andy and seeing Patrick, has there anything that you have kind of adapted to your style and change?
Well, watching Pat, it's easy to want to play like him, which I can't. But no, I mean, yeah, you have to adapt to the offense. I think you adapt to the guys around you. Some things are being taught maybe, different than how you've had them in the past. And so yeah, we're adapting every day, learning every day, new stuff every day, with every experience, every meeting, whatever. So I think I'm open to that and trying to do it how Coach Reed wants it done, or what works best for certain guys, and so constantly adapting.
Couple more, guys.
There's a case to be made that for starting quarterback, usually it's up to the head coach, the offensive coordinator, the quarterback coach, and the backup to sort of give perspectives as to what they see when Pat sort of comes to the bench and looks at sort of the tablets, understanding the adjustments that have been made in game. Is there a case for you where you sort of learned something from Patrick that you now know that you can apply after playing Thursday? Yeah,
and God, I don't even know if it's a specific thing. Just talking to him and listening to what he's saying about how he sees the field or how he sees the coverage or things that worry him on a certain thing and that don't. And I actually told him this the other day. We were talking, and how I like listening to him to see if my brain matches up with his brain. Because we all eventually see it the same way. We kind of just get there different ways. And so, yeah, I mean, we're constantly talking to each other and kind of using each other that way. And especially even more so on game days. I mean, there's little things I had to kind of learn Pat a little bit when I first got here. What does he like to hear? What can he use that he's not getting? What's my role? And that's on game days. So we're constantly talking about that stuff.
Where's your comfort level when it comes to some like the Andy Reid plays where you look at it in person, you say, well, okay, and the RPO is making those decisions?
Mm-hmm.
And so on.
I feel good. I feel really good with everything, really. Obviously, like I said, 8 weeks here now, so been studying and working and watching, and so I feel good.